And while we were giving you all the updates about the series of explosions that have taken place in Jakarta, now we're getting to hear that 5 people have died and 39 have sustained injuries in a bomb attack that has taken place in southeast Turkey. 5 people have been killed and wounded. In fact, 39 have been wounded in a car bomb that took place by Kurdish militants on a police station and the adjacent housing offices in southeastern Turkey. That is what we are getting to hear from the provincial governor, where 2 people were killed in an initial car bomb that also took place earlier on. But that's the latest bit of news that we're getting in, that Turkey has also been struck by terror once again, with 5 people losing their lives in a blast that has taken place. And just look at the number of people. 39 have been wounded in a car bomb. And Turkey very recently was attacked, by terror elements. We have Smita with us now to give us more information. Smita, just tell us what exactly has happened. What is this blast all about now?
This is the province of Diyarbakir that we are talking about, Avantika, which is in southeast of Turkey. And in fact, this car bomb actually happened overnight. It was around 11:30 at night when it is said, reportedly, that these were the PKK, or the Kurdistan Workers' Party, in fact, militia, that carried out this attack, basically targeting a police station, also one of the residential complexes occupied by the police forces in the Chinar district of Diyarbakir. And this is how this, in fact, tragedy unfolded, which claimed at least 5 lives, wounded as many as 59. It's definitely a horrible, horrible day worldwide, on a day that in India we are celebrating actually so many festivals and, such festivities around. There are also reports coming in of the Opera House in Sydney that was actually, sent under lockdown. Evacuations were being carried out after some false alarms, or some alarms, in fact, were raised of a bomb threat there. So all the way from Sydney to Turkey to these attacks, where, in fact, a lot of skeptics also tend to say that it's easy to pin down all the blames of these attacks on the PKK militants, because they're traditionally known to have this hostile relationship with the government, the Erdogan government in power, which has also very recently started its actions against the IS militants as well in Syria, large parts of Raqqa as well. So from Syria to, of course, the situation that we see playing out on the streets of Jakarta, it's terrible news coming in, and it looks like, from most areas.
Oh, absolutely, Smita. This is awful news, as you rightly said, from Australia to Jakarta, and now, of course, Turkey once again being privy to these terror attacks. And just very recently, that explosion that ripped through a central square in Istanbul that killed so many people. And now we're getting to hear, news of another bomb blast in Turkey. Clearly, whoever it is, if not the ISIS, but these militant groups spreading their tentacles globally across several countries.
Turkey has been embroiled in its own, in fact, politics for a long time. We also saw that how there were some elections that one was so out of power for some time, but he quickly, in fact, came back into power. And Turkey's equations, the way it was slow to react to in terms of standing up to the Islamic State attacks, a lot of people blame that, the Turkish government was more interested in trying to clamp down upon its adversaries or political opponents in the name of security, instead of actually trying to join an alliance and fight it out, even when the Americans were already fighting the ISIS. So they've come under scathing criticism for that. But it also seems like the ISIS war is well going to split over into this area. The entire region, if you see, has been in such a state of influx, with that ongoing fight also between Saudi Arab and Iran in particular becoming very, very hostile. A lot of the Saudi alliance partners actually scaling down their diplomatic relationships or recalling their envoy from Iran, following those Shia executions that happened in Saudi Arab and the kind of reactions we saw in Iran. So, but clearly, as far as these attacks are concerned, there is no official confirmation yet on the exact death toll. But we believe that, at least 40 injured in this overnight attack.
Smita, just stay with me. We're getting news from Indonesia. Let's just tell our viewers about that breaking news.
The investigations being carried out against terrorist elements reportedly linked to the Pathankot incident, unquote. Pakistan says, based on the initial investigations in Pakistan and the information provided, several individuals belong
to come up on stage from Amita University and present a small token of our appreciation to Mr. Scindia and the Honourable Minister.